Right guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Another day, another video, and today we got a big announcement for you guys. Yeah, make sure guys you subscribe to my channel and you like and comment down below. Yeah, let me know what you think of this video and let me know what you want in my next video as well. You know, how have I been keeping in lockdown there? First few weeks it was difficult. My nutrition went out the window. You know, I was eating really unhealthy, you know, in the beginning. 1 month or month and a half into lockdown, obviously, the month of Ramadan started, so I was fasting at night times. Obviously, when I was breaking my fast, you know, I was eating and then having desserts nearly every night. So for the first 2.5 months, you know, I wasn't looking after myself. But as soon as Ramadan finished, I made sure I got back on track. Nutrition is key. You know, if you want to get fit, if you want to be happy, if you want to feel good, it's not just about being fit. Even for general well-being, you know, nutrition is very important. Got to look at what we're putting in our bodies. You know, at least I know what I'm eating beforehand. You know, for breakfast, for example, I'll either have some oats, yeah, with some protein powder, or I might have some yogurt with some fruit, or the third option, I might have some eggs, yeah, with one slice of toast. You know, I pick one of these three every morning. So in the afternoon I'll have lunch. I'll either have pasta or rice, maybe some fish, meat or chicken. Been doing a lot of running, you know, to try and get my fitness back up. Lockdown's been long, you know, it's been depressing, it's been draining. Not been playing football for a while. Got to make sure that I start training now. If I start too late, you know, I don't want to be getting any injuries. So make sure, you know, if you're a football player, you're waiting on like to get back into football, obviously after coronavirus, make sure that you start training now. You know, pick up workload slowly. You know, I've got to make sure that I get myself ready. And you know, I always like to have a head start on everyone else as well. So I've been doing a lot of running. I mean, trying to become stronger physically, trying to, you know, become more dominant in the air, like, you know, winning my headers and stuff. Work on my weaker foot, work on my pass, some passing drills and stuff like that. So stay tuned, because I will post, you know, some training videos as well. And if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys let me know in the comments below what kind of drills you guys want to see. I'll mainly be covering, obviously, you know, some stuff that's related to defending and defenders. You know, now it's time to focus on myself and to make sure I can be the best person that I can be. You know what I mean? Shut up. You know what I mean? So yeah guys, that's it, you know, and just work on yourself, be happy, try to be content. It's not about the amount of money that you've got that makes you happy. And just surround yourself with positive people that bring out the better person in yourself. That's really important advice that I can give you guys, and I hope you take some of it on, because it's really important. Yeah, supporters player of the season, you know, it's really nice, you know, to get some recognition, you know what I mean. At the start of the season, you know, I set myself a target to come away with 1 award, you know, so I'm really happy. I would love to take more, but you know, it just shows that, you know, I've always been appreciated at Curzon. You know, the fans there love me, and you know, I've loved it there. You know, I've really enjoyed my time there, developed myself as a player, so I have to thank the gaffer there, obviously. First and foremost, John Flanagan, obviously, for believing in me and, you know, having faith in me, because obviously at the time I was playing in the lower leagues, and he's seen something in me, and obviously he's brought me into the club, you know, so I'm really grateful for that. After that, Mark and Will, you know, they played also a big part in you know, this has been the most successful 12 months in my career, you know, with my international games and, you know, really strong performances in the Conference North, you know what I mean. So football perspective, this has been the best season in my life so far, and there's a lot more to come, you know what I mean. Like I said, this is not my top, and I'm training so hard off the pitch, investing extra time in myself, you know, practicing my you know, my weaknesses, and just becoming a better and stronger player. And you know, like I always say, the sky is the limit. So literally I'm just really looking forward until the new season is going to start, and hopefully, you know, set myself some new targets and, you know, become a fan's favourite at Southport. Wow, difficult one, because in my first season, you know, I was on the bench at the start of the season, and then I fractured my foot in February. So I believe the first season I probably played about 17 games. This season obviously has been cut short, you know, because of the coronavirus, so it wasn't a full season, and I missed nearly 10 games because of international duty. So I might have hit 40 games, but I believe it's around 40 games. I've used different numbers. I think I played with number 11 once against Southport County. Mainly I've been using number 6 and number 5. You know, played numbers 2 and 3 a few times, I believe. But mainly number 6, I believe, yeah. Still number 6. Don't remind me. At Curzon, one red card. Actually, two red cards. One this season before. So 2 red cards. You know, I'm gonna miss a few of the boys. You know, I made some good friends at Curzon. You know, the one player I'll miss the most, definitely. It can only be one player. You know, it's gonna be Cameron Mason. You know, goalkeeper, top class goalkeeper, and you know, build such a strong relationship with him. You know, and I'm really gonna miss him. You know, big time. You know, I played 6 games, 2 games in September in the World Cup qualifiers, and there was 4 games I played in December in the Sekafa tournament, Central and East Africa. Naughty in what way naughty? Because you know, we like, I'm not gonna lie, at Curzon dressing room, you know, it was a quiet dressing room. You know, the last season we had a lot of young players. You know, that's probably one of the reasons why it was a quiet change room. But the scouts was always get it going. You know, Sean Millsy, you know, who never failed to to light up the change room. You know, James Bills, you know, another one. You know, got enough banter. So them two, you know, they'll always light up the change room. You know, whenever it was a bit quiet. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some really good performances last season. You know, a few. York at home, clean sheet against top of the league. York away, you know, had another really good game. Boston at home, Chester away. You know, I had some really good performances against those bigger teams in the league. Southport, you know, Southport as well. Southport away. I think the week after we played them, you know, their striker got a move to the League One. You know, and you know, we kept a clean sheet. You know, I played a good game against him, and I'll say York at home. You know, my family were there. You know, my mum was there after the game. You know, hugging and celebrating together. It was amazing. How did the move to Curzon come about? Yeah, it's a funny story, to be fair. I was playing for Mosley at the time. I remember at the start in pre-season, we had a pre-season friendly against Curzon. Obviously, we played against the Conference North team, so I was really up for it. You know, I had a good game, and then after that game, you know, season got started. You know, I was playing well for Mosley. I used to go to watch Stockport County. You know, went to watch the game, and you know, we're in the stands. You know, Edgeley Park, and I can see John Flanagan. You know, Curzon gaffing in the stands. So I'm to my little brother like, can you see that guy over there? He was like, yeah. He's the manager at Curzon. I really want to go and speak to him, but I was a bit shy. Like, I was a bit scared to, you know, just to go up to him, and I didn't know how to start the conversation. So I was like, my little brother goes, "Go then." I was hesitating, but I was, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. You know, just shoot your shot. You know, so I got up. I went up to John, you know, and I was like, "Hi, John. You know, my name is Mo. Can I introduce myself?" And he looked at me and he was really friendly, you know what I mean? He said, "Oh yeah, hi, yeah," and you know, the conversation went flowing from there. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you, you know, because with my old previous team, I used to play for Northwich Victoria, and we played against Curzon Ashton, you know, in the FA Trophy, you know, a few times, some friendly games, so he kind of knew of me, and you know, he was like, you know what, like, I know your managers at Mosley, I know them really well, and you know, I don't really want to be taking any of their players during the season, you know." So obviously he said to me, yeah, worst case scenario, you can come down in pre-season. And funny enough, yeah, this was on a Saturday. The week after, we had a game with Mosley, and I think that weekend it was raining a lot of rain. So our game got called off on the Saturday morning. So we got a text of the Mosley manager saying, game is off. We've got a friendly game against Curzon on the Astro. Suddenly we had a friendly game against Curzon Ashton, and you know, I was like, right, this has been written for me. You know, like God presented me with this opportunity, so I better go and take it. So obviously, you know, turned up there. You know, I seen John obviously on the corridor. Hi Mo, you alright? Yeah, I'm good. You know, and I played well. You know, I played as a holding midfielder and as a centre back. You know, in that game, and I played really well. And I think that game kind of must have caught, you know, the gaffer's eye, and obviously he didn't get in touch with me during the season, but when the season finished, obviously he messaged me saying like, Mo, you know, how did you get on? Are you still looking to come down for pre-season? I replied back straight immediately like, yeah, like, you know, I'm ready. You know, I'll come down in pre-season. Literally from there onwards, you know, I turned up at Curzon every session. You know, I made sure I was on time. I was there early. You know, and just be myself. You know, show good attitude and hard work, and it just must have caught the gaffer's eye, and you know, showing faith in me. You know what I mean? And you know, believing in me and giving me that platform to grow myself, and you know, to become the player that I am today. You know, the gaffer was getting sacked, you know, John Flanagan, because at the end of the day, you know, he's the you know, the gaffer that believed in me and that brought me into the club. You know, July 2018. That's obviously when pre-season started, and I remember obviously start of the season. I had a little injury in pre-season. You know, obviously I was on the bench the first few games of the season. I got given my first start against Chorley away, my first start in the league against top of the league at the time, and we got beat 2-0. It was a difficult game. You know, they had a good team, and it was a difficult game to kind of find my feet, obviously. In the next game I was on the bench again, and my first home game was at Curzon was against Brackley Town. Strong team, obviously, at this level, established, experienced, and I had a really good game. You know, we drew against them 1-0, and I got man of the match, you know, in my first home game in front of the Curzon fans, and you know, that kind of was the stepping stone for me. You know, that kind of, you know, set me up nicely for my career at Curzon. That I've shown that I can play well against, you know, one of the better teams in the league, and that kind of, you know, helped me to push on, and it gave me a lot of confidence, that performance that day, I remember. You know, when the gaffer was getting sacked, obviously in December, you know how it goes in football. You know, new manager, new philosophy, new players. So I was scared. I was like, whoa, the gaffer just got sacked now. You know, am I gonna end up back at the Evo stick level? And I was honestly, I was scared. I was like, no, I don't want to go back. You know, I've just started playing in the conference, and I'm enjoying it here, and I want to continue. You know what I mean? And you know, I was scared at the time, and once they announced obviously that Mark was going to be the manager, you know, it was such a relief. The Mark obviously was part of the staff already, and he knew me. You know, Mark and Will, you know, they've worked with me, you know, worked on my game, improved me as a player, you know, made me into the player that I am today. You know what I mean? And I've learned a lot, you know, in the last 12-24 months. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm really grateful the way things are turning out, because I know things could have been a lot different. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy that things have turned out the way they are turning out right now. And you know, I just can't wait what the future holds. You know what I mean? So guys, yeah, I'm really happy and excited to share the news with you guys. Yeah, so basically now, yeah, you know what? Let me just show you. Come with me. welcome to my new home. Yeah, so it's my new club. Delighted to be here. Just finished off all the paperwork. I can't wait to get started. This is it's a good stepping stone, and I'm really looking forward, obviously, to take you guys on my journey. There's a lot more to come, guys. This is the first step in the right direction. As long as we're moving forward, we'll get there. You got to have self-belief. Believe in yourself and work hard. Be good to others, and good things will come to you. Can't wait for my family to come here and support me and watch me grow as a player. Keep improving on what I've shown, obviously, in the last 2 seasons. And I just want you guys to know, the reason why I'm doing this. Why am I recording and putting content out there? The sole purpose of this is to inspire the next generation. It's in no shape or form that I'm trying to show off my lifestyle, like look how I'm living and look what I'm playing. That's not the purpose of this. Like, this purpose is solely for people that are in a similar boat as me, or maybe the younger generation that that need that bit of motivation. Because with hard work and discipline and attitude, you can come really far. And that is my foundation. Whatever I've achieved, nothing came easy for me. I've had to work really hard. Be disciplined from a young age, and this has set me for life. You know what I mean? And I'm really content with life, what I've got now. I'm really grateful for it and really excited, to see what the future holds. So stay tuned. This is my 3rd trip today to Southport. I've played there 2 times before. First time I've come here, I was on the bench. I come off the bench, played about 20 minutes. It made a good impact. I think we were losing 1-0. We went 2-1 up, and we conceded last minute 2-2. Second game of the season, and we played 0-0 against Southport. The second game of the season. We had a good game as a team as well, and I've got good memories here. I've had good performances when I've come here, and I'm looking to build on that. I've not had a bad game on this pitch, and I hope it's long may this continue. Yeah, my message to the fans is tell a bit about myself. Like, I'm a defender, versatile, quick, strong, athletic, read the game well. I would like to keep it simple. I'm an out-and-out defender. And that's why I've come here. To defend the Southport badge. Hopefully get as many clean sheets as possible and help my team. To not to concede. And I would love to chip in with a few goals as well. I'm working really hard on my attacking set pieces. So yeah, I can't wait to get to know, obviously, my teammates, the defenders, so with the goalkeeper as well, and the rest of the teammates, and get into good habits and set a good foundation, for a hopeful long and successful season. What do I expect from the fans? At Curzon, we had a loyal fan base. It wasn't the biggest, but they were always there. And yeah, we'll be playing I'll be playing in front of a bigger crowd. I know there's some added pressure here. Here we have to win, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm a winner. And when I don't win, I'm not happy. Sometimes if you get an equaliser last minute, obviously you settle for a draw. But I go into every game with the intention of winning the game, and I believe the Southport fans are like that as well. And I just hope that they stick by us, through the season. In the good times when we do well, and also when things are not going well, so we have to stick together and make sure that we, come the end of the season, that we, have something to cheer about, be it becoming champion or, getting promoted through the playoffs, and that's the ultimate goal, and that's why I'm here, to help the team out to be able to achieve that. So how did the move come about? In the off season, I got in touch with a player's agent called Lee Diggle to try and progress my career. And we looked at a few options. There was a few options out there, some local ones, some a bit further away, and we come in touch, obviously, with Southport. And after I've spoken with the Southport gaffer, Liam Watson, for a few weeks, he kind of just sold the club to me, sold the move to me, and really appealing to me, something that I want to be part of. Even though it's a team in the same division, I've been obviously playing in this league for the last 2 seasons now. I think I've done really well, even though I would love to progress my career and challenge myself and play higher up. It's the right move for me, especially obviously with the coronavirus as well. Like, it's going to have a massive impact on football. A lot of teams are going to be struggling, and a lot of players will have to accept less. And for me, I'm just really happy that obviously Liam has shown faith in me, and he reached out to me so early, and he wanted to get the deal done, you know, which just shows, you know, how he rates me, and like I'm going to be part of his plans, take Southport to the next level. I'm really excited, really looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit more of a travel because, you know, as you know, Curzon was literally around the corner for me. I've had a good time with Curzon, local team to me, a family club. From the minute that I walked through the door, you know, till my last you know, game at Curzon, you know, I've loved every single minute. I found my feet, you know, I was comfortable. My family were made to feel welcome whenever they come and watch me. I just feel that this is the right time for me to make the next step. I'm ambitious, you know what I mean? This is not my top, you know. I know I can go a lot higher than where I'm at right now, but I wouldn't want to go to a team in the higher league to potentially end up on the bench. For me, it's only a matter of time until I push on, you know, to the next level. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to get started. I was really appreciated at Curzon, and you know, they've been really good to me. In that sense, it's difficult to leave a place where you feel like home. The decision to leave Curzon, you know, it wasn't an easy one, and I've always been honest with the gaffer. You know, I'm an open book. You know, nothing to hide. So I said to him, like, look, Southport have come in for me with a decent offer, and I want to be open and honest to Curzon. You know what I mean? And I said to him, like, you know, like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, what's your plans going forward in the new season? And it's a shame that, you know, obviously with the coronavirus, like, a lot of teams have been impacted, and then Curzon is one of those teams. Like, as a community-based club, they live within their means, and it hurts me as well to see obviously the state that Curzon is in right now. And they'll fight anyway, like they've always done, and I hope they, you know, they overcome this, they come back stronger. At the end of the day, money has not always been my main motivation in football, you know. It's just obviously that also I want to progress my career, and obviously with Southport, you know, I do feel that, you know, this is at this stage in my career, this summer, this is the right move for me. And he was really understanding. You know, I spoke to the gaffer first. You know, I understand you have to look after your family, you have to look after yourself, and if they come up with a good offer, like, you know, I will never hold it against you. And you know, I really appreciate that. You know, I'm really happy also to be leaving Curzon on good terms. You know what I mean? I can always come back there. I'll always be welcomed. And if it wasn't to work out, you know, I know I'll always be welcomed back with open arms, and that's the good part. You know, I left with a good feeling. As soon as that conversation ended, you know, I said to the gaffer, like, look, I want to speak to the chairman as well, and you know, just to thank them. Obviously, like I said, you know, we as a family, we've always been welcomed. You know, I've been treated well, and I've been promised stuff to the club, and they've always held to their word. You know what I mean? And you know, there's not many people that are like that, and they're hard to come by. So I really thank Curzon for everything they've done for me. You know, I just wish them all the best going forward. So obviously, after that conversation, I spoke to Wayne, the chairman, obviously, and he was understanding. And he just said, I just hope that a few of the players will stick by us, you know, because you know, they're working so hard to keep the club alive. You know what I mean? And you know, I wish them all the best for, you know, going forward. And you know, he just said that when you come back to Curzon and playing us next season, you know, we just hope that we beat you. Yeah, guys. So really happy, really happy, and I can't wait to get started. Yeah, special thanks and shout out goes to Golazo Sports, obviously, for capturing you know, a lot of my content. Make sure you guys check them out for any of your social media needs. You know, it's a great company on the rise, and you know, make sure you do check them out. Give them a follow on the social media, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you to build your profile, you know, and to create some great content. Peace.